Vloggy Day 471, I think. It is Monday. Good morning. Whoa, my whole thing's falling apart. Just trying to keep the sweater and the jacket together, sweatshirt, whatever, making it a little bit more convenient. That is all. Now, welcome to the channel. For those of you, there are a few hundred of you, I don't know how many more since the last time we did a full recap of a vlog to try and bring you up to speed. So that's what we're gonna do today, just in case you're like, I can't really binge watch all of this to catch up. Although there's some of you that are binge watching all of it, and that is impressive, and that is crazy. As a way also of using a little bit of shorthand, my friend Rebecca, full of really good ideas, suggested something that I definitely should have thought of, because I made it for this intention. I have a Draw Your Life video that I will link to below. You can also poke it in the eye, which I think is up here in this corner. The arrow will tell you if I'm wrong. So go ahead and click on that if you want to get like the overview of my life from kind of a bird's eye, poorly sharpied angle, and that should catch you up pretty well. But I'm also going to tell you a little bit about myself today, about the vlog, about what's going on, about why I'm in France, about all those kinds of things while we travel about a little bit and get some work done. That's where my earbuds went. They're in this pocket right here. Oh, just the pack though. Anywho, let's go. Ask me why I'm in Paris, which they ask me all the time. I just tell them that I'm here because I want to be here. That's like the first question. Why are you in Paris? What are you doing in Paris? Why I'm in Paris is because I want to be here. The longer story, of course, is that the last couple of years of my life have been very tumultuous, and I'm kind of hitting the reset button on life in a lot of ways, both emotionally, financially, spiritually, a lot of different ways. I'm looking at life through different lenses, and I'm also just kind of taking it by the horns and saying, listen, if I could be anywhere in the world, where would I be? And I'm lucky enough that I got a 4-year-long artist visa to be here in France. Exceptionally lucky, exceptionally lucky. And that's also where one of the great sources of stress in my life is right now, is the uncertainty as to whether or not that visa is going to hold up and if I'm going to be able to stay long term. We hope. You can always hope. Randomly get stuff in the mail sometimes, which is great. not to take this time. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of Glide floss. Thank you so much. Getting good floss in France is like impossible, so this is very much appreciated. I hope it doesn't tear through. Is there a note? There's no note. But thank you. I spent a lot of time. I also spend a lot of time in coffee shops working, writing. Today's not writing, today's actually invoicing and applying for another job. But Nicole, thank you. I'm assuming it was you, Nicole, that sent me the floss. Thank you so much. That is an intense brake noise. I go through phases, like I've been eating a lot of hot dogs lately. Cut back, but it does happen. I moved to Paris this year, about 8 months ago actually now, because I want to be here. I love living in Paris. It's my favorite city in the world, and I have the opportunity to live here. I have a place to live, I have work, I have friends, I have hot dogs. I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't be here, right? At the end of the day, science fiction fantasy writer as well, so I'm here to write, I'm here to vlog, I'm here to tell stories. Generally, by and large, that is what I like to do. Right now, all I want to do is eat, because I also have a tendency to sit down and work for hours on end and forget to feed myself. And I've literally had a handful of granola today and a coffee. It's not enough. It's not enough. scooters are, of course, the worst. The visa that I have is actually pretty exceptional, which is why I'm getting such a hard time for being here. The two things that are most important to me, basically, in the world that define how I pursue life in a way is the opportunity to continue writing and traveling. Like, writing and traveling are the two things that I want to be doing. The traveling side because I want to keep learning, exploring, and better understanding the world around me so that I can better write. And the writing side is a pursuit of a mastery that will take me the rest of my life. I don't think I'll ever be a perfect writer. I don't think that exists, but it's definitely a skill set that I want to become a master of. So, storytelling, traveling, they go hand in hand. Living in Paris, telling the story of my life while traveling about is good. And the travel side from here is going to be boosted up here shortly, possibly significantly, hopefully significantly. But for the moment, we're just focused on figuring out how to get settled here in France. Might have skipped some interior shots in there, but I got a lot done, mostly focusing on this job that I was talking about otherwise, which I'll tell you more about here soon. I just want to finish everything first. Oh, this scaffolding, it's gonna be loud. So some of the interesting things that go on around here, I suppose, are that I do some translation and voice acting for the National Science and Research Division. I give bike tours, although I'm giving a lot less of those, and it'll be a little less interesting on the whole English teaching side because nobody wants to see that. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to film when I'm doing that. There's some really interesting stuff coming up soon with a publishing company. There's some really interesting stuff coming up soon with a publishing startup based out of the States that I'll be doing some work with. And of course, I'll be making some trips back to the States, or at least one trip back to the States here shortly. So we'll get some traveling in as well. I like to talk about writing because I am a writer. I also do talk about the vlogging stuff every once in a while because it's interesting. And I do have a Patreon where I am currently in the process of filling out a lot of postcards to send to my patrons as a thank you for being my patrons. On occasion, I get exceptionally good angles of things, and so that should be worth sticking around for too, because you just never know. Is there going to be a cool shot in today's vlog? Won't there be? You won't know till it's over, right? Unless you, I guess, scrub through it and just look. Don't do that. Just watch it. And that's really about it. I have a lot of stories that I want to share. I love sharing information about Paris, wherever it is that I am, wherever it is that I'm traveling. And ultimately, I mean, this is real life, for me at least. And I'm trying to make a commitment to be open and vulnerable about everything that I can be, and the things that I have to hold on to, I'll be open with as soon as I can be as well. So yeah, I don't know, if you're interested in watching more, please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you like this video, feel free to like it with the little like button down there and leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you're interested in. What are the things that you're most curious about? What is it that you would like to know more about? And there's hopefully a link to a video that I can leave for you in the meantime. I am still on the recovery from this insane last week of lots of socializing, which is good. I'm a fairly social, outgoing person, but in order to get all the stuff done that I need to get done, probably should have been, I need to be a little bit less social overall in total. I'm trying to do that this week, but don't let that keep you from leaving a comment and letting me know that you're okay, that you're alive. Anyways, I gotta teach English in the morning. I need to get this stuff done because I actually have to get up early to go do that. There's no sleeping in for Jay tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow.